All right, so Friday log, just basically trying to, dot down everything that needs to be done and what is left over for electrical. All the other inspections are passed, and electrical is the last hurdle that we need to face. This is the in-law suite, and everything is in place in here. All code compliant. I'm taking this video so I can reference this later on when I'm sitting at home, trying to see if we missed anything. This is a two-way or three-way switch. And the closet does have the light fixture as well as the control. Okay. Going into the main house, mudroom area. We have switching here, dual switch for the hall lights as well as the, I gotta check, and I'm assuming it's for the garage as well, some lights in the garage. I'll go and double check the plans to make sure. The utility room, laundry slash utility room. We have towel storage and things like that. All of the control boxes for the washer machine and dryer, the conventional style washer and dryer. All our wire runs comes through here and from here into the mechanical spaces, as well as one going this way for the mini split that runs the in-law suite. This is the actual mechanical room itself. Hot water heater will live here. I have to put a disconnect in to power this. I have it run already right here, as you can see. This is the air handler location right here, and that'll go into that supply and then be fed back down through this return that you see right here onto the bottom side of the air handler. The copper that you see in there is going to be null and void because we are going with the Mr. Cool system, which comes with its own copper, and it's already vacuumed and all that, so you don't have to do any of that work. Just hook them up and they go. The media room, home theater room, this is all set. Outlets, switches, everything in place. HVAC, all mechanical. We do have one run in here we need to address, which is the in-floor outlet. We'll have to run a wire for that. We'll do that next week, or maybe tomorrow. This is the back side of the office, office one, main office, I guess. And that's a closet space for it. These are hall outlets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And a switch for the lights. We need to run lights in this hallway because we don't have them yet, so that's something that we need to address. We ran a light inside this understair storage area, just to, do whatever we do in there. God knows what. This is the kitchen area here. All the lighting is set up in 2 separate circuits. One that'll be the perimeter lighting. Second will be a prep station, set of cabinetry with countertop. Of course, countertops on this side, fridge, range over there, as well as microwave and range head, all that. Counters, both top and bottom. The sink, double sink setup on this side with the disposal underneath, and the dishwasher to the left or to the right of that, and then more spacing for cabinetry and some countertop for almost like an island for sitting, coming out this way and allowing maybe seating for 7 or so. Two-way switching to turn the lights on and off from 2 different corners. We need to get some outside lighting and electrical for the lanai space, where we have to have ceiling fans, at least 2, possibly 3. We're going to have lighting up there. We're going to have outlets on the outside, both left and right. Well, several outlets, well, as many as we can get in. It'll be fine. This whole space that we're in right now, where you see these 2 scaffolds, is the dining room area. So mainly a table. It's 2-story, as you can see, so it's very high, very airy and spacey. This is now crossing over into the living room, great room area, and that doorway you see goes into the master suite. So this great room will encompass, a huge sectional couch where you can have probably 12, 13, maybe even 14 people just congregate in here and buddy around, things like that. Maybe a large screen TV here, maybe some kind of a fireplace setup that we can do. It won't be the one that I really want, a wood burning style, but we can certainly do a propane of some type, or electrical even, whatever it takes. We'll get something going. This wall, we can do some things with. Haven't decided yet what, but we'll figure something out. We need to get electrical outside for lighting around the doors, ceiling fans for the overhang over the main door and side spaces, the front porch area. We need lights, we need fans, and obviously electrical for outlets out front. We need to get some electrical circuitry upstairs. I have a sub panel already run, which will feed the entire master suite. And that now, any extra circuits that we need to utilize, I'll bring them out of that panel. I have a 100, actually I'm using a 60 amp setup. So 60 amps is what I have to play with. And out of that 60, I am using a 30 amp breaker to run that mini split. But that leaves 30, which is plenty to run outlets and lights, LED lights. I mean, you can almost run unlimited LED lights on one circuit. So another 25 amps available to do whatever we need to do. The office space is complete. Everything is run. Got some tools we got to collect out of here. We need also, can't forget this, lighting for the staircase as you're going up. We have to have lighting on the top and the bottom. We have to have a switch set up, which we do there, that'll turn on that lighting. And we have to make sure it's 2-way, so you can turn it on from the bottom, turn it off from the top, turn it off from the bottom, turn it on from the top. And we have switching in place for that. We just need to wire that up accordingly, and that won't be any kind of a problem. The loft area is incomplete, and we need to get on this once we finish up downstairs. Primarily, the 3 bedrooms up here are done. Well, 2 of them are, and the bathrooms are done. The only thing that is not done up here would be a bathroom, 1 forward, which is going to be China's bathroom. And she basically is going to have the same configuration as everyone else. So here's a 2-way switch. Oh, sorry, I keep saying 2. It's 3-way switch for both China and Brila, so they can turn on bathroom lights and all that from their suites. 1 there, and the one we're going into now. Everybody gets a ceiling fan in their rooms, and I'm going to go with those Govee smart ceiling fans. They're 20, I think they're 21 or 22 inches, but they literally have oscillating capability. They are smart, so you can configure how the lighting looks. They have built-in night lights. They have built-in everything, and it's all on your smartphone. So you can control everything from there. So that's gonna make life easy for them. They can have almost like a dance party in their own rooms. It's pretty slick. And it probably costs almost the same as a conventional ceiling fan. So it's just well worth doing. Loft needs lights. Outlets are run. There's a few that we missed, but we'll get those. Let's see. We need outlet boxes in the ceiling spaces for the living room and dining room. We're going to bring the scissor lift in here to get that done. And strategically, we'll lay out some lights and spaces for the two 100-inch fans that are going to be in this space. But, you know, other than that, we'll just have a lot of ambient light, you know, around the perimeters. I can do some of that. And we'll lean heavily into LED lighting, you know, things like that. I want to use a lot of that on the trim. I want to use that on the stairs if possible, almost using those matter-based sensors that you kind of walk and they detect proximity. So kind of when you get to the stairs, it'll automatically illuminate the stairs for you, so you don't have to, you know, hit a switch. It just lights them up. You know, they have all of that. And this stuff, I mean, it doesn't even cost anything. It's so cheap. And you just kind of like integrate it. And you utilize everything to make your house into a smart house. So that's what the goal is here. We still have to decide on what kind of flooring we're going to do. I really love that metallic look floor. It's like, I mean, it's epoxy, but metallic based. So it almost looks like water. And you can do all sorts of shapes and designs. I mean, what would a kitchen look like that with black and gray and blue? And it kind of extends into the dining area and into the living area. And then maybe up this hallway, a nice solid gray or something. But when you walk in, you have that whole dazzling look to the space. To me, that's something. And after you do the math on what flooring costs for like LVT, some of these epoxy deals make sense. They're cheaper. They're not cheap by any means, but they are certainly cheaper than flooring. I remember the little guest house that we built. The flooring alone in that place, I mean, came to something like, I mean, almost $10,000. I think it was $8,800 for liquid, or not liquid, but luxury vinyl tile. And that was basically a 14 by 40 shed. Imagine this, what it would cost to do this for 2 floors on this big giant size space. So when you start to look at that and weigh the pros and cons, I mean, some of the other epoxy deals make sense, you know, and it's permanent, it's forever. This stuff is almost impervious to damage. You can't damage it. So there's something to look at for that. I have a couple of guys coming out that's gonna give me some demos, and we'll see how that looks. Anyway, this will give me something to think about. And we got to zip tie all those wires together to make them pretty. And I think that's kind of about it for now. All right, my own little log. I guess I'll talk to myself later.